Welcome back, folks. So we're starting with this. We've just completed, and if you watch the previous episode, we've just completed the Hovercraft set 6875 from 1988. This one's next to the Galaxy Trekkor set 6808 from 1987. This is one of the 5 sets that I managed to pick up off eBay for 50 quid. But as you can see, this is only a small set, 29 parts and a minifig. We don't need quite all of this hydrogen peroxide, so I'm going to swap it for the smaller one. So first job is to take the hydrogen peroxide and we'll just stick that back in the container. So bear with me while I do that. Now I'm going to take some of this and put it in the smaller container. Probably enough there for what we're going to need. Oops, spilled a little bit there. And then this container I'm just going to leave over there and it'll air dry naturally. Lid on. As I've said, this is 3% hydrogen peroxide. I don't know much about the chemical itself, but I don't think it's particularly dangerous because this is food grade. So anything that's food grade can't be too dangerous, I wouldn't have thought. But obviously, when you're doing anything like this, always read the instructions on the front to make sure it's safe. Now, I have made a couple of pieces of wood here that normally would support that in there to stop it from moving about. I'm probably going to need to do a few more of the big Lego boards, so I'm not going to pop that in just yet. And I'm just going to run with this for the time being as it is. So let's take the instructions out, and just like before, I'm just going to take out the coloured pieces because I don't want them to fade, and we're just going to go straight in with the white. Now these on this set are not looking that bad. One of the sets that we bought, you'll definitely be able to see some change in, and I'm hoping you could see the change in the last video that I posted on Saturday, or this Saturday just gone. So those few pieces there, not going to do. Going to do exactly what we did with the last set, which was when these come out the hydrogen peroxide in about 24 hours time. We are then going to take the entire set and clean it with some hot soapy water. Again, just look at how good of nick that symbol's in this blue spaceman. So he's not going to go in there either. Yeah, literally the only thing we're going to do with those is we are going to wash them in some hot soapy water. So let's plug in our UV light, make sure that our white pieces have got a nice coating on. There it is. Now I have got a lid for this box which I'm going to put on because it's not quite as secure in the box as the other one. Lift that up, reposition the lights, yep, and in the box we go. I'll leave it for 24 hours, we'll come back, we'll take them out, we'll give them a good clean. Stay tuned for step 2. Okay guys, 24 hours later, let's have a look what we've got in here. Box, because that's been lidded, is nice and dry, a bit warm. These give off a bit of glare to the camera, so let's just unplug them. And there we have our pieces. Not many for this one. Look at that, no fading on that piece at all, just brilliantly white parts. I just want to show you this other one here, and again there is a video on how I constructed this box. You don't have to construct it exactly like me. Look at that, no fading to that piece whatsoever. You don't have to construct it exactly like me. This is just how I've interpreted it, because if I understand the science behind it correctly, there is a reaction between the hydrogen peroxide and sunlight, and the black lights or the UV lights are replicating that reaction in the chemical, which is why it cleans up. I've tried them on these pieces, grey pieces, coloured pieces. It seems to work pretty well on all of them. Does work better on the white and the grey, as we've said in the past. Having said that, I did put some of the Lego base plates in, the space ones, and while it works really good on the moon craters, you can't leave the landing or the roadways in for too long, because on them, because they're a rough surface, and I think they were probably painted on, they did lose a little bit of colour, and that's in a previous video. But these tiles like this, I don't know what the difference is, but these lose no colour whatsoever. It just brings the natural plastic back. So let's get them inside, let's get them cleaned up. So here it is guys, 6808. Gonna quickly put this together now. So did eBay purchase quickly, pack of 5 that we got for 50. Well, put the helmet there, and these came up really good. That blue astronaut, it was really good nick. Now these white things I've had in the UV box again. I mean, just look how they've come up. Absolutely brilliant how they've come up. So really pleased with how they've come up. It's only a small set, this one, but I have been so happy with how it's cleaned up. It's been really good, and the white on it has come up fantastically well, which is great. So it's only a little set, this one, a quick little build, but again, it's just to fill up the display up here with those kind of little things that just make it look busy on the board and on the display. So we've got our little control panel on here. As you can hear, bit of a madhouse in our house at the minute. Those appear to sit on the side there, but again, these, you know, really good condition for a set that is, you know, 35, coming on for 40 years old. So really pleased with how it's all come out and how it's all cleaned up, because it is looking really, really good. So then onto there, we're going to connect the hoses like so. One in there and one on there. And then if I flip over here, just turn, we've got the wings going on, which go on the opposite way round, and they are sort of in there. They're movable, and they can be pulled right back so that it's kind of flying along like that, or you can have it in that sort of setup there, or that sort of setup there. So essentially it's almost like three in one set there. And then our astronaut's got his ray gun or whatever it is there, and he's just going to bob right in to his little craft there, and there we have it. Yeah, set 6808. Lovely little build that. Yeah, and again we'll put it with its slightly bigger brother from that initial eBay purchase. But yeah, loving that, loving it.